everybody? Happy Thursday. Welcome to Change the Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. We got an awesome show planned tonight. And tonight's subject matter, we done kind of bounced around this before on different shows, but it's something that I think a lot of people deal with at some point in their lives. We're asking the question, should I help those that don't always help me? You know, I think everybody's had them situations, unless you are that damn moocher. Right. Where you've been in situations where, like, look, man, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and it's not necessarily reciprocated or anything like that. And you just wonder, like, look, man, am I the damn family bank? Am I the community, the food bank?
Right.
What is it
about me?
And sometimes, you have genuine relationships with people like, look, I got you. I know you got me if I need it or whatever.
Right.
But a lot of times, stuff come up, and for some reason we feel some kind of obligation to do certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
And so that's why I want to ask the question: Should I help those that don't always help me? And when you think about it, you think about those things with loyalty, boundaries, self-respect, because it can eat at you.
Right, it can.
Because sometimes when you do things for people, and you wonder, okay, will they do it for me, whatever, you be toting that line sometimes like, well, shit, I feel funny about it. And other people might see it and they say something. And, it may be one of those situations they don't want to or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about, just, it don't necessarily be tit for tat. But just, okay, do I feel like, okay, if I needed this person, would they have my back?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Welcome back, Lion Lady Love. We appreciate you tuning in. It's been a minute. It's been a while. Long time no see. But we glad that you got your other phone and you back on the show with us.
Well,
anyway.
That's cool. And again, tonight's show we're talking about, should I help those that don't always help me? At what point does kindness become self-betrayal? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help everybody, but I'm really screwing Poochie.
Right. Right. Self-betrayal. See, now that's a deep conversation right there.
Absolutely.
Because nobody thinks of it as I'm betraying myself.
Yeah, once you sit down and be honest, because you don't want to be honest, right? When you sit down and start self-reflecting about things, like, who are you really screwing? But that's why we'll have that discussion tonight. Right now, again, this is Change Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. I think I'm streaming on
Facebook.
I know Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok and Twitter. But I'm also on the Mr. Short Dollar on the Facebook and YouTube as well, because it's kind of like a shared subject. With that. But if you anybody got any questions or comments you want to add to the conversation, please leave put in the comments. Also, feel free to call in. The call-in number is 678-740-9894. Again, the call-in number is 678-740-9894. Should I help those that don't always help me? Should I help those that don't always help me? Before we get started, real quick, I want to say what's up to my awesome producer, DJ Lamb.
What's going on, brother? Another great Thursday.
Hey, man. Yes,
it's
sir.
Pretty good weather today, too. So we got blessed in two ways. We get blessed with the good weather, and we get blessed with this great knowledge you're about to pass on down to everybody.
Hey, the weatherman knew we're going to have a good conversation.
Right.
I will say what's up to mother producer, Slit 316. What's up, Reek?
What's going on, Reek?
Okay, so when you think about it, what we're talking about tonight, like I said, everybody has had a different point or, in their life when they probably have judged. Had to do that. Like I said, unless you just that damn moocher with doing certain stuff.
Right.
Because, we got, typically when you have some kind of relationship, that be, family member, friend, or whatever, you want to do stuff with each other. Right. You want to be able to, but you do, it doesn't, sometimes, how can I put it, to speak for myself, it's not if a person doing for me what I do for them, it's the fact of knowing they would, if they could. Okay. If Jack, I can do something for you, to mean you can do it for me. Right. But if you could, would you? Right. Make sense?
I get what you're saying.
And sometimes we do put ourselves in a situation where we wonder, like, man, what would they kind of be doing that? And I don't think that's an uncommon thought.
You have to evaluate and say, if I'm in trouble, and this with your whole circle, and I know we'll probably get to that eventually in the conversation, but you have to ponder and say, if I'm in trouble, who can I call?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm helping everybody, but out of these 23 people I didn't help in the last 23 days, which one of them can I call?
Well, when they going to the point, even when you feel that way, you know sometimes everybody can't help.
Mm-hmm.
But if they could,
Would they? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just, because again, their whole priorities might just totally change once they get in the capacity to help.
See, yeah. Lion Love says, Lion Love says, I'm about to start calling people out.
Okay. Well, you do it, put it in the chat.
Right.
So why do you feel compelled to help? One first thing, the family and cultural expectations. You raised with the idea that loyalty is unconditional.
Mm.
That blind faith, blind love, we get you in all kind of damn bad spots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even we know that, like, hey, this family come first. But family screw your ass real damn quick.
Right. Family always seems to be able to reap the benefits when they need to.
Yeah.
But I don't think they reciprocate them benefits. A lot of times family don't reciprocate them benefits when you need them to.
No. You know my rule. Loan out you can afford to lose.
Right.
And everything. Because like I say it again, I'm always, you be kind of walking that line like, okay, will this person help me? Or will they do the same thing? But then being realistic, can they? Right? That's how I be with a lot of times when, just say if I have to do something with some people, just say loan, whatever, you got to be realistic. Like, I can't loan out, and if I know this person kind of strapped, like, they can't pay me back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say loan out what you can afford to lose, because push kind of shove. Yeah, I got you. I'm paying you. You really believe them, and they might have a genuine intent,
right,
to pay you back.
Right.
They just can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something happened, whatever this, that, and that, they didn't get it back. So those kind of things. But I think what I want to focus on with tonight's thing, I want to be stuck on the intent. Because at the end of the day, like, if you can or can't, what is your intent?
Right.
Because your intent, like, okay, good or bad or whatever. Because a lot of times people, when they get on their feet, cool, they make right or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Say hey to mama.
Hey, what's going on, mama?
Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama.
That intent is one thing. So, you ask yourself, should you help people? And I always want to help you. I always go back to the intent. Capacity, one thing.
Right.
If they can or can't, but just that intent you're doing. And that's a really funky spot. Another thing, which again, asking why you compelled to help, personal values, want to live by generosity, empathy, and faith principles. That Robin Hood shit to get your ass messed up. You know what I'm saying? Right. I do a lot of community, volunteering with the 100, coach rec sports for over 20 years, do a lot of stuff. Anybody know me know, like, I done gave back. Right. Threefold, right?
Yeah, I know this for a fact.
And still do stuff, right? With no payment or anything like that. No compensation at all. But what I've learned also over the years is you got to have a line set up, because there have been some times, hell, even recently, things I've been volunteering with, and it ain't appreciated. And not saying that what one person's thought or a couple of people thought should determine stuff, but you also be like, shit, my time is money. We're doing certain things, right? So you sitting there giving, and people just not appreciating. You got to say to yourself, like, look, man, hey, this, I have dream shit I'm trying to do for y'all folks. It ain't worth it, because I'm the one taking the L with doing that. So that's when we start looking at, okay, just the values. I want to help people and stuff. It always go back to what I always say, protect yourself. Right. I never tell nobody to change how they are. If you have like a giving spirit, you want to help folks and stuff like that, but have your boundaries.
Yeah, but I think, not telling people how to change how they are, but I think people will change you, because after a certain amount of time and a certain amount of giving, and you've even said it's like, you give a lot. You do a lot of things, 100 footballs, coach, all that. But even you said, man, this gonna be my last year with that. You know what I'm saying? Because the strain on you mentally it drains you. It tires you out. So you have to say to yourself, is this worth it? Like, even with the intent of helping family and family intent to help you, sometimes you gotta say, I can't do it. I just can't do that no more, because it's putting too much strain on me in my life and what I got going on. Where you sit back being happy, because when I need to get something for me, or pay a bill for me, I can't call you because I already know, like you said, you don't have. I already know you don't have it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get you want to stay on the intent, but a lot of times we already know that these people can't do anything when we help them because why? We helping them every month.
Yeah. Well, the old cool thing about social media, you meet a lot of family and friends you ain't seen in a while, never met before, and they see you, ask you about money because they see you, and they possibly think you okay, and they ask for them $10, $15, $20 cash outs. Best thing, swing it. Because you don't pay back, I ain't got to deal with your ass no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's cool with that. But let me
get a couple comments. I'm sorry. Shannon Jackman Show says, stay being true. Tommy Daniel says, what would Jesus do? And then Lion Lady Love says, Lion Lady Love says, I just had that conversation the other day about helping a family out for dinner, but I will not post it on social media. People always asking me to do something for them, and I don't do anything for me. Like, can you post something? You know, say like she's saying just in that realm, just in the social media realm, helping people, and they, not reciprocating that stuff. Well, so yeah, what would Jesus do though? We only can aspire to be Jesus-like. I don't think we could be, saying that high of a divinity, divine providence.
I got you, man. Hey guys, feel free to call in. The call in number 678-740-9894. Again, 678-740-9894. Just definitely let us know if you had a situation where you may be doing for people you don't feel like you should be doing, or you're just wondering, or should I help them? They shouldn't help me. Just give us a call, 678-740-9894. Lab, you brought up a good point. And to, when I say sometimes, I've reached probably that little burnout point. Like, man, I ain't gonna do this stuff no more. I'm a firm believer in if you start to finish.
Okay.
I believe in quitting.
Okay.
But what has always been my barometer is if my stress or strain with doing this is greater than I feel the impact that I'm making, I definitely leave that for long.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm so stressed and strained trying to help them. You know what I'm saying? Or help this person.
Right.
I ain't even really helping. Like, I'm just might be doing just enough.
Just
right?
the bare minimum.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm not getting them over the hump. I'm only pushing them towards it.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here trying to do certain things. And bro, you talking to a cat that did it all, man. Shout out, man. Chris called me earlier today. We're gonna do a thing November. I will put the information out. Chris gonna do it on his show too. We're doing the thing out in Adamsville. Bojack got the
Stop the Violence.
60 days. So it's like all the different dates, but I think the November 15th or 18th, Chris will put it out there. We're gonna be out there in Adamsville. All the brothers with BMU, we're gonna have our thing out there, but we'll put that information out. But we were giving turkeys out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we did that for years. With BMU, Black Men United, we going and putting our money in. And I see these MFs, and again, Chris' perspective and my perspective
is different.
It's different.
Right.
But I'm sitting there, we out there over there at Wayfield parking lot in Adamsville.
Okay.
And I see these folks, 3 or 4, like, man, I didn't see the impact. And we've putting all our money in. And I see these Negroes getting out 3 or 4 in the car. It's like they're getting the turkeys to go sell them.
Right.
And I didn't see, I'm looking for, Tiny Tim and family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
Like, the folk coming out of the slave trade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And,
right.
So I'm sitting here like, man, okay, that's what I'm expecting to come up. The mama with her hungry baby.
Right.
The older lady. You know what I'm saying? And let me say this. We've seen some. But more, I think we've seen some slick N-words just coming there to get turkeys. Now, we don't spend the money.
Right.
The turkeys are there.
Right.
And I was just so messed up. So 1 year went by, I'm like, I'm tripping. I'm talking to Chris, and they're like, chill out, pooch, whatever.
Right.
And next year, man, I'm raising hell. We ain't doing this no more. You know, so it goes back to what I was just saying before, where we had the most honest intent, man. Shout out my brother BMU with Shannon, BJ, Chris, and Moulin. Like we went out there with right intentions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Correct intentions.
Yeah.
Help a family for Thanksgiving. Get the turkey. At least they got the turkey.
I ain't like that. I did not. I felt so
used
effed up.
Was it used? Did you feel used by
it? Hey, just like that girl that met that guy at the club, went home with him, he called him back.
Okay.
Broke, busted, disgusting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But no, really, all jokes aside, yeah. But it go back to what I just told you before, Lab. Just the strain, the stress with doing it was greater than the feeling of the impact. You dig what I'm saying?
I get it.
So, and that's why I say that's my barometer to leave stuff alone. You know what I'm saying?
So you basically, if you don't feel that there's any impact to what's going on, and does this apply to it helping family as well? Like
every damn thing. No,
okay.
And then when I say impact, I didn't say no impact, but if the stress or strain with doing it is greater than the impact I feel like I'm making.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, we get them, the impact of eating, but I'm just saying, the things I'm doing, I'm not feeling right about it. And I feel, because, at the end of the day, you ain't going to make everybody happy.
Right.
Man, I'm going to tell you something, brother. I done sit here and coach kids. I ain't seen daddy all season.
Right.
Daddy come on Saturday, cussing, raising hell. You picking this kid up, dropping him off. Daddy come cussing and all this other kind of stuff.
Right.
I done sit out here and been out here with mentoring folks, parents raising hell because you done pronounced that damn child wrong, but you done gave up countless hours of your life to help they little no reason ass finish your damn sentence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kids, this kid, human beatboxing. You know what I'm saying? And you done taught the kid how to read.
Right.
And the parent, you have a program, the parent, you mispronounce the name. His name is Jacquees. So, bro, I've been through all that, Lamb.
No appreciation for the strain and stress you done put in.
Hey, his ass gonna be in next year.
Right.
I tell you what.
Right.
So I say that to say, that's just my thing. When you feel like, when you're doing these things, because I always, I love making an impact in the community. I love helping people. I love seeing young people being successful and proud of themselves. I love seeing that, right? So that's why I do that, right? But when the stress or strain with dealing with it, I done been mid-game, dad raising hell. Hey, Pop, you don't sit here and call all these things we could have did. I asked you to volunteer for the season. Why the hell you ain't did? I got a front on you in the middle of a game.
Right. Because you trying to tell me how to do this that I've been doing all season.
Well, and I asked you to help.
Right.
You didn't want to.
Right.
Right. But that's going back to those particular things. Like when we ask this question, should I help those who help me? Like, you got to sit here and draw that line because you got to protect yourself. Right. And that's why I was saying, like, just knowing where that line is for you, with doing it. Because when we start talking about things about self-betrayal, you can lose yourself doing stuff for other people and forget. We've talked about this a lot of times, just with doing that kind of stuff. And that could be with family members, a marriage, that could be at a job, that could be at anything where you just like, look, I'm so into make sure everything else is straight and everybody else is good. I forgot what the hell to do for coaching. I
want to touch on that self-betrayal part. Lion Layla says, why do people get mad at you for no reason? Like while you try to do what you're doing, they get mad at you and they ain't had no impact on it all year. She's saying, why do people get mad at you for no reason?
Selfish.
Yeah, selfish. I was going to say selfish.
Let me tell you something, man. One thing about it, and we get to go with the self-betrayal. One thing about it, and I understand, because as a parent, I love my children, and I'm very, very proud of any successes or anything that they've kind of conquered or accomplished in their lives. So you feel good, hey, that's my boy. Yeah, this, that, and that. Right? But you got that same damn energy when they F up, right? That same energy. Like, hey, bro, we get it together. But a lot of times, depending on where a person is in life, that's all they have is to be able to brag and push on somebody else that they have a relationship with, i.e. child, i.e. spouse, family member, however, right? Friend. And it's just being selfish. You know what I'm saying? I would expect the brother to be like, hey man, I appreciate it. When all the years I coached, and it was other teams that my kids played on another coach team, I went out of my way. Hey coach, I appreciate what you're doing. Right. They don't have to be doing that, right? They don't have to be. But you got some folks so damn selfish, they just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
It's like that. So
I get it.
That's their question about doing that. They know they ain't. Don't care. Like, okay, and I went through it. Don't care how what that kid done went through during the week. If you done sat there and after practice help the kid with homework, you got to drop the kid off at the grandma's house and all this other, or pick them up from this. They don't give a shit about that.
They don't care about none of that.
They don't care about none of that stuff like that. And unfortunately, I went to that more with fathers, because most of the time the kids were with mama, right? That's unfortunate about it. I'm just keeping it real with that. Most of the time, the parent that was there, they understood. But you to be family members, i.e. daddies, i.e. uncles, or somebody. Most of the men, because men don't like, a lot men don't like other men directing their child.
You think so?
Hell no, they don't want that, because they feel like they should be able to tell their kid whatever.
But if they're not proficient in that particular sport or particular thing, hobby or interest of their child, wouldn't it be better to have somebody who is proficient at that to teach your child and tell them how to do it? Baby. It's like coding. If I don't know anything about coding and I have an opportunity to have, I'm just gonna throw out a name, and I know we can't say Elon Musk to show my child how to code. Why would I get upset that he's showing them how to code?
Because only 15% of the world operate in logic.
Oh, okay.
So, common sense ain't come.
Right.
And depending
that
on
critical
what
thinking thing.
Yeah. So now if it's something like, you say coding, probably you won't get too much of conflict, but because that's so more difficult a task, apparently. But if it's something like coaching or football, most of the time, from a male perspective, they're gonna feel like they know it. Right? Probably never touched the ball before. Then
Right. They just watch it on TV a lot. Right.
But we're doing it, man. I'm just, speaking out of experience with that. So, and when you do that, I want people to keep in mind, that volunteer stuff is difficult.
Yeah.
Because I always said, man, I didn't leave no bones about it. Shit, I cut the check just pay for my kids.
Right.
I ain't gotta do all.
I ain't gotta do this extra.
All this other stuff.
Right.
But like I said, I always love like just seeing a young person, because I always say to myself, I've been fairly successful in my life, but where I could have been if I had a poochie. You know what I'm saying? If I just had, I'm so damn self-driven. I don't need shit. I don't need nobody. I don't need no you go boy.
Right.
Or baby,
no
you got it. I don't need none of that.
Right.
Anybody know me know I'm like that. I'm gone. But man, if I had a little bit of that shit, a little bit, my God, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's and I always think about that just with helping people. And I always love seeing other kids, my kids, feel good about themselves, them accomplishments. So that's why I say that the impact of that feels good. When we start doing stuff, getting that, just had somebody send a email. Somebody one of their child to be in the 100 on one of our youth programs.
Okay.
His name, I guess the kid didn't get picture took as much as everybody else, and they didn't mention his name or something like that or whatever. They took the kid out, and you're talking about something that has a damn 100-person waiting list. That because Deonte got the kid in,
right?
You took the kid out, and they folk wonder why the kids be all messed up. Now the kid probably about 12, 13 now. They wonder why when they get 18, they still damn stuck playing Roblox all day. You know what I'm saying? But those are kind of things with that. Like, hey man, we ain't gotta do that. Y'all can do this.
The issue of why they took him out is minuscule, and I know we say people don't think critically; they don't use logic when they doing things, but that's minuscule. Like anyway, that goes to our self betrayal.
Okay, go self.
That was a self betrayal of that person for that child. They self betrayal. The connections and stuff they may have gotten through 100 is gonna be gone now. You get what I'm saying? Because that's just like military, fraternities, all that stuff, sororities. Those are connections that you have for a lifetime, and now now you don't have those anymore because you took this child out of it.
Well, another form of self betrayal is me allowing my reference to be used again. Screwed me once.
Right. That's self betrayal.
Like now you done showed me. Okay, look, you ain't gonna be able to hang or whatever. This, that, and that. And when you do that for people, man, I've had too many people help me in my life.
Right.
I have. So I don't really be from the school of thought that ain't gonna help people. Too
See,
many people help Poochie.
And I can count on one hand how many people have helped me, and that's not even to 5. So my perspective on that is different. Now I try to help as much as I can with every, when I really feel like I need the help, or I feel like this is gonna help me too. But my perspective, I can count on one hand, like the people that's helped me as far as my career getting through school and stuff, and that was just 1 or 2 people. So, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, let's say 3, because when I got to Morehouse, the brothers there before I left was very. They guided me a lot to go to class because I was so young. But other than that, I was a self-motivated person like you, especially once I got married and had children.
Mm-hmm.
My motivation was for them. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need to make sure that they have a comfortable life. But the problem I had was the person I was married to wasn't as motivated as me. So my motivation felt like pressure or making her be motivated or like what I wanted to like. You get what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to business, it was like, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to get this, we get this business, we do that. And she like, okay. But it wasn't you get what I'm saying? So I self-betrayed myself by trying to bring her along when I should just went to the stratosphere and did my own thing. And maybe took care of them on the way, but not try to drag this dead weight that didn't want to go anyway.
Yeah. I was fortunate I had an OG that brought that to my attention. Like, I was on the same thing. Like, I felt like I was fussing a lot about what what my wife wasn't doing. I had an OG, and to my credit, I listened to him. Hey man, you need to stop so focused on what the hell she ain't helping you. You just got to plan for both of y'all. Once I heard that and I bought into it,
right?
Okay, that ain't gonna happen. Whatever.
See, and I didn't have that. I didn't have that thing. I was dead set on. This is my wife. These my children. This is my wife. We gonna do this together. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a 50-50 type deal. And that was my self-portrayal right there. I was too focused on us. You know what I'm saying? When I should have been focused on me and thinking for us. Like you just said, like I should have been focused on me thinking for us.
Yeah.
And I wasn't. I was like, if I'm thinking, you should be thinking the same thing. Or if I'm thinking, you should have an idea of how we can do something different. And that just wasn't the way it was going.
It's hard to be that way, Lamb. Like I said, especially as a man, because you on this provider shit, protector stuff, and you totally forget about you. Like, look, man, I'm doing all shit. These folks don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Nobody care you tired. Nobody care if you sleepy.
Right.
Nobody don't care about, like, hey, man, all the things that, like, to be considerate of you are not even taking consideration about anybody. And you on this, I'm a man shit, and you putting yourself in the early grade. Right. That's why so many wives bury their husband. Yeah. You damn fool. I'm gonna say fool. Men and damn work themselves, because of that. And everybody like, he shouldn't have did all that. He shouldn't have been doing all that. Right. I don't know why he went to work. Doc told him this, that, and that. Because your ass was stressing the hell out.
Right. I get it. And that was my, like I said, we talking about self-betrayal. That was my self-betrayal. And I'm still guilty of it in some ways. Like, even with this podcasting thing, I know that some hosts don't want to do anything extra to push their podcast. They're not self-motivated as others. Like, that's just not there. And the only way we have to push the podcast, unfortunately, is social media right now, because everything else is a little bit more expensive than normal. So when you throw out these ideas and stuff like that, even though it's hearted, it's not necessarily grabbed. You get what I'm saying? It's not necessarily implemented. So then you self-betray because you're so stressed out, knowing that this could be a big thing, but there ain't nobody biting on it. Like, ain't nobody understanding that this could be something that could be a very profitable, and for all of us, not just for Mistress Radio and the owners and me and Slick and Miss Mixlot, but for all of us, if done properly.
See, I disagree with you what they don't understand. I just think people don't care.
Okay. Well,
so I don't think people understand.
Okay.
It's just not. It's not and when I say care, it's just not a priority to them that it is to you. Like, and they may do care, right? But you're looking at it like the long haul, big picture, right? They're like, man, this is shit I do it once a week, right? And right. You can't. It's just like we talk about, just with people, with their kids. You can make somebody take care of kids. You can't make them interested, right?
That's why we talk about. I feel like that's a self-betrayal to myself. I'm guilty of that, and maybe I should not care as much, but I do.
Well, the thin line with that to that point, and it's just for you to something to think on. Less is a self betrayal to you, more so like if your movements kind of diminish in relation to the amount of effort this person put in or that person put in, that diminished movement may devalue what you put out.
Mm-hmm.
So if you keep a standard, your standard is here, right? But if I'm not gonna have the same kind of standard or movements because they ain't into it like that. If you're still going, you have to stay here, Lamb. Even if you feel that way, or you just say, "Look, y'all can get the hell on." But if you don't, and that's for you, everybody involved,
right?
It can have a negative impact on the whole thing. Does that make sense?
I get what you're saying.
So I get what you're saying. The question just is like, look, do I cut counsels?
Right.
And that's just real talk.
Right.
That's just real talk because again, I can't start doing less of certain things because of certain. That's just my personal opinion.
Right.
And when we start again the night show talking about shit, I help those that don't always help me. We sometimes we just we won't be looked at or feel selfish or want drama, want certain things. We're doing it, want to keep it smooth and don't beat ourselves up as much. But again, once we have certain things in place, we got to take consideration. Decisions I have maybe to protect myself is also a consequence. When you say good or bad, we're doing that. You say like, look, man, I can't keep helping these folks and doing that. What's gonna come out of it?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Lion Lady Love says, I'm not guilty of any of that. Okay. Slick says, we see a bigger picture and want them to see it too. Yeah.
Oh, they see it. They just,
like you said, they don't.
We see a big picture. They just see shit a picture. Right? So I just think that, that's the thing about it. When you sit here talking to somebody, you give them the spiel, and you like, man, you talking to them, you all excited and talking. They ass looking at you like, shut up. Shit. Like
that's
how
I feel they be looking at the test like, what he talking about?
Like you really, just really kicking it out, right?
Right.
You really like, this is this is how I feel, this is a good thing. But man, you can't people's interest, they're interested in committing and doing that kind of stuff. People don't give, unless you can make some kind of impact on them right then. Just how that is. Right. Everybody wants to do so much. But hardly anybody want to sacrifice certain stuff. We talk about this all the time. Right. And so you sitting there like, hey man, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna help you out, this, that, and that. You just got to, you want your kids just got out of school. You out there filling out application. Somebody came home from jail. You see him making all these damn calls. And they sitting by like they is a damn hammers. What's wrong with you, man? You know what I'm saying? Right. And you sitting there trying to like, okay, because you don't want your child or your friend to look like they damn incompetent. But it's not even that. They just sorry as hell. Right. But then, you dig what I'm saying? I get it. I done seen that a lot with females and their boyfriends. Right. Or they we had to show about raising grown children. I mean, how many adult parents are here still filling out application for their kids? How many adult parents? I hope none. Hey, shit. How many ladies out here filling out application for your boyfriend? Oh, Lord. How many of y'all making resumes and submitting it? Because he's mastering. And submitting it. Because he's mastering Fortnite all day. That's paper trail. That's self betrayal. I gotta get his ass a job. He's a professional gamer. Yeah, I'm gonna look online and apply for this. And this man here, he ain't doing shit, boy. Hey, he got his headset on when you leave. He got his headset on when you get home. Hey, feeling nice here. Hey, I'm stroking nerd now. Or he do get the job. He worked 2 days. Like it just. Oh, this shit ain't for me. Hell no, I can't. Let me go work all damn day to do that. They want me to work for the check. Right. Right. Lon Layla said, "You can do, but you can't get them the job. You can do it, but you can't get them the job." Yeah, I get it, but there, how many people out here filling out applications for this shit?
So they say we will fill them out when we want them to do better or move the F on.
Not that much.
I ain't never had nobody fill out an application for me or a resume. I had somebody do a resume for me, do some things for me. And I appreciate her for doing it. Just said that did it for me. But other than that, I ain't never had her submit. I ain't had nobody submit nothing.
That's some friend shit. But
right.
No. Hey, ladies, put in the chat. All y'all put a 1 in the chat if you done made a resume, filled out an application,
and send it. What?
Oh,
Right.
shit, man. Hey, bro. Hey, well, that's one of the things nobody gonna admit to.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna admit to it and everything.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna do that. But those kind of things you gotta make sure you protect yourself. Again, tonight's show we're talking about should I help those that always help me, guys? If you got any situation like that,
She said 1. Layla said 1.
Shit, I know she be ones everywhere. I know she be ones everywhere.
Right.
Shit. I done seen so much stuff in my dating life with all these damn grown ass kids.
Right.
What they done had, with the boyfriend and
Uh-huh.
shit, man. Like I said, them dudes at home mastering Fortnite. You know what I'm saying?
They
Grand Theft
know all
Auto
the cheat
Grandmaster.
codes.
Yeah.
They know all the cheat codes.
They bathed all week.
They bathed all week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right there on that sofa.
Right.
That says Red Bones have never done that for any human, for any man. Laugh my okay. Ain't nobody gonna admit to it. It's all good.
Right.
Guys, feel free to call in if you got a situation where, again, what we're talking about, you may have, if you help somebody, should I help someone that don't always help me? Because again, it's not nothing to clown about, a joke about, but I do think we all have been in some situation where we feel like, man, we got to kind of second guess ourselves. Should I be doing this? Should I be helping this person? And wondering, is this screwing me in the end?
Right.
Or am I, okay, this is just part of being a good friend.
Like Layla said, maybe I need to go back to that, not being guilty or something.
Hey, boy, we start thinking.
Right.
Hey, stuff that ain't really on the surface. When you start thinking.
Right.
Like, oh, Lord. Oh.
I done betrayed myself many a times. I'm not going to even lie about it. It's just, when I start thinking back to, man, that was a self-betrayal. Like, I did a lot of things of self-betrayal trying to get, I don't know. We're not going to go deep down that rabbit hole, but I have done it a lot.
I think, unless you done lived in a rock, you've done things that you like, okay, for a certain situation, because I wanted this job to work. I wanted this business to work. I wanted this relationship to work. You did shit you normally one damn do.
Right.
And we sit back and look at it like, man, I really signed for that. I really bought that. I really did that. And you get to one point in your life, you get out of it, and it's embarrassing. Then you get to another point in your life, you can laugh about the shit.
Right.
With that kind of stuff, because it's so far away from it. And impact, just to kind of, disappear that it had on you and everything. But I think we all can go back and say, what the was I thinking?
Right.
And you sitting there like, well, I did this, I did that. And you like, you question it. You question it the whole time it's going on. But, I think all of us have had that. The key thing is what we want to do is make sure we just put ourselves in a situation where we really can analyze it. Because sometimes you might not, again, you could really be genuinely helping a friend that needs help, that just can't help you, they can't do for you, or you might have you a full-blown user.
Yeah.
And those kind of things, when we're having this discussion, so we can be able to, not necessarily, because what you'll never know is what the hell going on somebody's head.
Right.
But what we try at these discussions is to kind of put tools out there for you to help you more, be analytical with certain situations.
Do you think when you start thinking to yourself, when people start calling you to help them with certain things or help them out, family members, be a family member, relationship, kids, or whatever, and you start saying to yourself, was I the first option? Like, they didn't think of no one else. I was first because I always am able to help. You get what I'm saying? When you get to a point to where you help a few times and they start thinking to themselves, sure, I know Lab gonna go. He got it. Let me go and call him. I ain't gonna waste my time calling nobody else. Like, you start feeling like, what other options have you? Was I first? Was I first and you didn't think about no one else because you knew that I was going to do it because I have set that precedent that I will help out and I will make sure it happens?
I think we all done thought that, and I think sometimes that be our damn fault.
We
want to be
right. We're guilty.
You want to be Mr. Damn Know-It-All,
right?
Or whatever.
Right.
How many times people have called me, "Hey, Short Dollar, glad I got you on the phone. I got a question."
Right.
Shit, bro. Now look, Now I used to be
Right.
early 2000s short dollar.
Uh-huh.
I used to be like, okay, cool. And I explained, I done talked on the phone a whole damn hour. Oh man, brother, appreciate that. And like I said, I felt like that lady at the club.
Mhm.
You got picked up.
Right.
And then, so as you mature, time goes on, you learn. Hey, look here, man. Hey, bro, this a in and out question, 2 minute question.
Mhm.
If not, you need to go book an appointment.
Right.
Oh man, no man, because at the end of the day, until you force people to respect your value, they ain't gonna do. Unless this, somebody really. Because I done had folks straight up. Hey, bro, I'm gonna go book an appointment. Dig in your head, so let you know. Okay, cool. But a lot of times, I'm just saying, my dumb ass want to put myself in that situation, want to be this subject matter expert for free, right?
Mhm.
So it does happen. I have my children to know. One of the biggest things I push for them is to be able to think.
Mm-hmm.
Man, don't come to me and ask me no shit. Go figure it out.
Right.
Now, if you done tried to figure it out, or you done did a couple things or whatever, don't, Daddy, I can't find this. Hey, Daddy, this thing ain't work. What you telling me for?
Right. What I'm supposed to do?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, my kids know, man. I don't know if anyone I'm on the show right now. I go to, what the hell you mean? Hey, Daddy, we out of this. And
right.
what are you telling me for?
Right.
But that's the kind of thing where you can just sit here and be this one that's gonna fix every damn thing when somebody got a problem, or you can push them. Go handle it.
Right.
Because I always know, like with my boys, they're gonna be somebody's daddy one day. They're gonna be somebody's husband one day.
Right.
And if he's still looking like, hey, babe, we ain't got this. Hey, babe, we ain't got it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're gonna handle you a certain way.
Right.
When you like that, so you got to kind of make sure that protect yourself. You got them kind of boundaries up because I think we all done sit here like, hey, did you try to figure it out or did you,
Right.
And I've been very honest. I've said it before. I don't want my kids looking at me being Plan Z, but
Plan A?
Man, how about D? Go through a couple alphabets.
Right.
Before you call me.
Right.
Try to do that. And for the most part, I will say this. They're all like that. William, I give him a little pass. He's the youngest, but he will.
Right.
He will, because he's gonna get too much. Like last night, asked me some old shit that he should have damn.
Right. Figure that out himself.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to get cussed out a couple times with doing it.
Well, I'm not even talking about with children. I'm not just talking about with your children. I'm talking about just with families and like your I won't say mom because mom is different, but your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle.
Same rule apply. People find comfort in doing certain things because you have made that comfort trail. That's what I'm saying. Like, when folk call and we want to talk, it was cool for me to feel like, okay, I'm the smart guy. Because, we're down on doing that thing on WLK at the radio. Right. People calling in, I'm this smart guy. That's why you see, like, shit. No money out of this.
Ain't no appointments happening. Ain't no customers coming.
Exactly.
No cat coming on.
Exactly.
Acquisition.
There you go. And you had to mature enough to sit here like, hey, look, that ain't what we doing.
Right.
And then you see one or two people that's nowhere near as smart as you, or whatever. And they ain't trying to trip, but hell, they getting paid.
Right.
For what they know.
Right.
So you at some point you gotta sit and say, look, what you rather feel good for your ego or feel good with your pocketbook? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I like that pocketbook feeling real good. Damn about the other shit.
I like heavy pocketbooks.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's what the piece a lot of times people be missing. But they take confidence to tell somebody now.
Right.
They take confidence in yourself to say, look, man, be calling me about this shit.
Yeah.
They take confidence to sit here and feel a certain way about yourself to tell somebody no. And they look kind of pitiful and walk off. You're like, oh man, I don't want nobody, man.
But it leaves no. We've talked about this before, but no leaves no question.
Hey, that's it. No. Hey, no is a very, very powerful word. No is a very powerful word. So the cost of when you do these kind of things, we talk about the cost of just one side of helping. Man, it causes a huge emotional drain. Constantly giving without receiving. It builds resentment. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, now you don't want to respond to their call. Right. You're looking at it. This motherfucker go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What they want.
They texting you and all this other kind of stuff. Your conversations are short. All that kind of stuff. Because again, it's that one-sided, and because you didn't check it, it did something to you. So like I said, this could be somebody you were close with, and the whole vibe with them totally changes because you like, oh man,
every time they call.
Hey man, I had a family member call, wanted me to go I don't want to go too deep and want me to go somewhere with a couple weeks ago.
Right.
But I know the real reason why they were calling me to do that. Not because they really wanted me to go.
Mm-hmm.
They want to ride. They want to ride.
Right.
They want a damn ride.
You know, Slick had the problem of, and I'm not gonna go too deep into it to her business, but everybody want to do family stuff, but nobody want to pay. They all looked at her to pay for.
But they say, hey, you the sponsor,
Right?
Yeah, you talking about we come with ideas.
Right.
You the sponsor.
We come with the ideas.
Yeah. We do.
You funding.
Yeah. Shit, you the bank. You talking about?
Like Lionel said, y'all know I'm not gonna call. Why you never call Lionel Love? You never call. You never join in on the conversation, but only on the chat. We need you to call in sometime. Anyway.
But the other thing with some of the cost of one side of helping, that financial strain, you end up sacrificing your stability for others.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you really forget about shit you got to do.
Right.
That's why I say afford to give out what you can afford to lose. But a lot of times people do stuff and knowing they got to pay certain bills, but because you don't want to disappoint this person, you don't want to feel a certain way, get that stuff thrown in your face because they at some point they did something for you, and you got a certain kind of obligation to do it and stuff like that. But you can put yourself in a hole, like I say, trying to be on this Robin Hood shit,
right?
Trying to help everybody and stuff like that. But you have to protect yourself, especially like I said, we talking about this a one-sided thing. Like, again, especially, and I think the more of data you have. Now, an instant somebody asks you, wondering, you don't know.
Right.
But if we have all this data of just them, and you never getting in out of it or whatever, regardless they can, they can't. You can come up with an idea of what's going on.
Right.
We're doing that, but you gotta be careful. Do not put yourself in a financial hole. Thanks for calling Change Lives. Hello. Hello, is it up?
Talk.
Can you talk? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
I think know what happens. They had a phone on trying to hear the show.
Okay.
They gotta turn it off when they call. They gotta just talk. That's why it's a hesitation. Like they don't hear you.
I got you.
Yeah.
Caller who just called in, appreciate you calling. Call back. We heard you loud and clear. You just don't try to listen to the show.
Right.
While you calling, just call back. Whoever called in.
Okay.
What was I saying? I know I was talking about like the financial piece. A lot of times you gotta be very, very careful with that from that aspect because when you get tied up into that and you be so worried about I don't want to see people get put out or things like that. Especially having a lot, like I said, friends and family members, you helping them with their rent, helping them with their kids, helping them with that kind of stuff, man. And you never see them making adjustments, uncomfortable adjustments with themselves.
Right.
They'll make sustaining adjustments, but they'll never make uncomfortable adjustment to get them where they don't need you. What I mean by that, what I mean sustaining, they're like, okay, cool, they'll, I'm full time now, and I know you helping me pay this, or you watching this, or you doing certain things, or you picking me up, or you let me borrow you this, that, and that.
Right.
Those sustaining judgments. Uncomfortable adjustment is working overtime, getting a part-time job. You know what I'm saying? Sacrificing certain things that they may have to reduce those are uncomfortable adjustments because that'll get you out of it.
Right.
Sustaining adjustments, you be doing this shit forever.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And so that's the kind of thing you gotta sit here and look, I don't mind. I always say I don't like nobody using me. They can utilize me for a period, but I don't need nobody using me.
Right.
You gotta be very, 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 very careful when you get into that. And we typically get into that with people that we are closest to.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Most
we got to be very, very careful with that. I ain't tell you not to help this person. I ain't tell you just ignore folks. But at the end of the day, you have to, and I say it all the time, your fear of stressing yourself out, your fear of stroking and croaking, your fear that got to be greater than you worrying about, can they do it? People are extremely resilient when they want to do shit for themselves.
When they want to, right. Yeah. When they want to be, they can figure it out.
Yeah. But when they feel like, okay, this person got me,
Mhm.
they're like they just damn, beef and
They
dog.
can't put two and two together.
You just like, damn, my child turned to a quadriplegic. You know what I'm saying?
Can't move his hands, arms, and feet.
Hey. And like I said, man, it's very frightening to see people that are close to you go through stuff because you're worried about them failing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, you worry about the shit more than they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect yourself. Another cost of one-sided helping is just lost time and energy. Pouring in the people who aren't pouring back distraction from those who truly value your help.
Mm. Right.
And that was the point I was thinking about for the call came in. Shit, loud. Man, you can imagine if you're so stuck on helping this person or doing this for certain people, the strain they can put on to your family members, relationships, your job. Like I said, you stressing about stuff you can't even think. You worrying about what somebody else gonna do. With doing it. You gotta be careful, man.
Very.
You know what I'm saying?
Very.
Folk lose their whole marriages behind. We gotta take care of this. We gotta take care of that. Folk didn't sign up to damn sponsor your family. Right. Hell, I married your ass. I ain't married all this other shit. Stuff happens.
It does,
man. But
I'm just laughing because I went through that. Slick says people won't worry about failure when they feel like you got them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
You people get comfortable real quick off your damn efforts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we ask that question: should I help people? Don't always help me. Like I said, like look, man, you married this woman, and you like, okay, cool. Your brother got laid off. Mama lost the place. Who's gonna help him?
Right.
We ain't finna. Hell no. Hell no.
Not forever.
We gonna help him. Shit.
Not forever.
We ain't finna just turn to like, okay, this is how we're gonna do it and all that stuff.
Right,
No.
Not ever. Not. Slick says people will fake be your friend because they need or want to use you. Line lady said, I got to go walk my dog. Okay, go walk your dog, Line Layla. We appreciate you tuning in. If you come back from dog walking and we still on, join in.
Yeah. Call back. Who called? I don't know who that was. Called early. Call back in.
Yeah, call back. Call it when they do call back. If they do call back, just pick up the handle like at home. Don't even do that. Just pick up the handle.
And they'll speak on the speaker still. Okay. Well, they never taught me that one.
Yeah, that's something I've been holding back, but I think it's gonna be clearer. We do it that way.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try it anyway. I haven't experimented with it, but that's the way my mind works. I'm like, I wonder if they pick up the phone.
Lad love me being a damn guinea pig.
We're gonna try it anyway.
And when we start talking about the cost of doing that stuff, just like I mentioned before, those enabling patterns. Sometimes help stops people from taking responsibility for themselves. Guys, we have this conversation tonight. I'm just being honest with you. Far too often, people lose track of what they want to do in life because they got to step back and help somebody else.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Hey, man, let me tell you something.
That's a dig right there.
I love my children.
Right.
I love my children. And, my family. And I know they love me. I know they got my back. But sometimes I do be thinking like, man, boy, what if I had to worry about, because I done spent days where I'm just totally dealing with everybody else's shit.
Right.
And I haven't even got on top of my stuff.
Right.
You understand?
You preach to the choir.
I'm so stressed about somebody else's shit that I can't even mentally get started on the stuff I need to do for myself.
Right.
And you all have plans, aspirations, and dreams for yourself, but you'll never get them started because you worried about how your decision
is going to affect everybody else. That's exactly right.
And you step back like, that shit crazy.
You are exactly right.
And you want to know the funny part about that, Lamb, is that when you make decisions like that, because you're worried about the impact you're going to have somebody else, like if I do that, who going to pick my grandbaby up? If I do that, what I'm saying, my child, I got to help them with this, that, and that. When everybody get in a situation where they don't need you, they don't give a damn about what the hell you're going to sacrifice.
Right.
I apologize. Not everybody. But far too often, when you make those sacrifice for people. People move on.
But they not. But the problem becomes that they're not gonna make them same sacrifice. They're not gonna say that they job. Man, I need to get off early because I need to take dad up to such and such. That's not gonna happen.
Well,
I need to get off early because dad's car in the shop. He need to get out. He need somebody to pick him up. First thing gonna say, well, he'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's definitely not a priority.
Right.
To help you.
Right.
Like I said, man, you said it, and I'm telling you, man, I know personally with somebody I had sacrificed for a long time, and I brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
Told me that was my decision.
There you go.
You're right.
There you go.
You're right. But you know what? As effed up as that is, you got to hit it.
Right.
And it got to cut you like a damn knife.
Mm-hmm.
And you made that decision. You know what? That decision ain't going to get made no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It.
Yeah.
It can hurt your feelings, but if it's true, it's true.
And you the fool if you want to keep buying into that, and hopefully somebody like, they didn't mean this. Mm-hmm. They said what they said.
They said it.
What I always say, do not let your eyes and your ears get fooled. Don't let your heart and your mind get tricked by some shit your eyes saw and your ears heard.
Right.
No. You heard what they said, and you seen it.
Ain't no, they ain't mean.
You
like
trying
that.
to just change your heart and change your mind.
Right.
Now, what you saw is what the hell you saw.
Right.
What they said is what the hell they said.
Right.
Know how you try to adjust it where I think they meant where it might no hell no.
Exactly how it was said and written. It's exactly how it was meant.
That mind and that heart will have you totally confused.
Yeah.
But in my eyes and the ears, they right. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Slick says, when people show you they ungrateful, believe it.
You better.
Yeah.
You better. As painful as it is, man, you got to be able to do that. And guys, like I said before, I don't think it's fair, and I don't necessarily think it's wise to base it off one or two instances.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can sit here and do that. Now, how impactful the 1 or 2 instances of when you're doing something with somebody that don't work, I get it, but I don't necessarily know if it's. You want to get enough data. I ain't saying somebody make you a damn trampoline, but I'm just saying like you be realistic about what you basing it on.
But wouldn't the person's station in your life be that make that much more impactful?
What you mean by that, Larry?
Who they are as far as where you put them in your life, like if your mom or your sister or your best friend, somebody you have much love for this person. And when I say station, that's what I mean. Like you have a certain place in your life for them, and then wouldn't that affect the outcome of how you feeling about? Like you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, get some data. That's data right there. Like we love, like that's a lot of data.
Well, what I mean by data is the occurrence of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be close with them, but like is that the first time they done kind of you constantly doing it or not, or you just did it one time?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that joke had me taken to the store,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And you done did something for somebody. You're like, damn, that was kind of funky,
right?
But they might just did something and then realize you go back, hey, bro, damn man, my bad, and they genuinely.
Right.
Wasn't thinking.
Right.
Or then you sit there and say, damn, they did it again.
Every time.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why I meant more so just the occurrences.
Okay.
Not necessarily the person, we're doing it. Because, again, you gotta sit here and be realistic about yourself, how far you can go.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think more times people do that, to that like that self-betrayal. We went through them reasons, avoiding conflict. You're trying to, family values, this, that, and that. I think a big one is kind of like you feel protected because your fear of seeing somebody be without.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't want my brother to be out in no house.
Right.
I don't want to worry about my grandbabies.
Right.
I don't want to, my mama's keep doing this, that, and that. Man, shit your ass. You'll lose yourself.
Right.
You'll lose your family. Because you trying to protect
crazy, probably.
Yeah. And I think that's what that is a lot of times, right? And that's why I want to have that discussion because once you can look at the reasons why you did that, that's the key. Like I would go back to one of my grad school instructors, but he always said that people focus so much on the solution, the fix, and look at the problem. Because I can fix the leaky pipe.
Mm-hmm.
But if the problem is still there, it's gonna come back.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And I don't think sometimes people will say, okay, well look, I just took care of that.
Right.
But if the problem not fixed and we don't address the problem, it's all gonna come back.
Right. You can plug the hole, but the pipe's still leaking.
Yeah. You got too much pressure.
Right.
You
right.
dig?
Right.
So those are the kind of things I think people don't really want to focus on, because when we correct it, okay, we got relief.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I can sleep. But then you know, shit, this shit coming back.
I won't answer your question. You said, should I help those that don't help me? I believe that you should evaluate, and this, you know how I am about this. You should evaluate your summers, and you should say to yourself, how many summers do I have left? Mm-hmm. And do I want to be bothered with this for the rest of my little summers? You know, we don't know exactly when is when, but you get what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Do I want to waste my time with this? Do I want to waste my time trying to help folks that I know are not going to help me? And me personally, I'm going to say, no, I'm not helping nobody that don't help me. I just can't do it no more. I have too many things other to focus on than that.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to help me, I know you're not going to help yourself. So why I'm going to keep helping you?
And you really ain't going to really correct. Mm-hmm. Talk about before correct anything. Again, guys, tonight we're talking about, should I help those that don't always help me? We done went through that. And guys, if you got any questions or anything like that, put it in the chat or feel free to call in 678-740-9894. Again, that's 678-740-9894. What's about to say, Larry?
Six says when you VIP when they need you, but when they feel like they don't need you anymore, they act brand new. They don't even remember your name, remember your number.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. How many times we done got a damn distress call?
Right.
Batman, we got some criminals down here. The Joker's tearing the city up. Come on down, Batman.
Right.
So they get ready to go. They ready to damn throw Batman in jail.
Right.
Batman, the penguin's on the loose, you know.
It's your fault. Right.
They need Batman come on down, but right. Batman done did one thing wrong. Lock at the Batman.
Right. And you are so right about that. We laugh about it, but it's so true.
Man, you know how it is. But listen, guys, we done gave, ways to acknowledge it, thought about causes of it. But what I'm going to give you guys now is some healthy ways to navigate the dilemma. You don't want to sit here and tell nobody hell no, whatever, but you want to find a smooth, sensible way to help you navigate it. We're going to go through that now.
Okay.
And one of the first things is just redefine help. Support doesn't always mean money. Sometimes it's advice, connection, or some kind of encouragement, right? You like, they may not like it, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to give you what you want, right. But this is what I'm gonna give you. Right. And you can sit here if you want to just say, well, look, man, I can't do this, but let me just tell you this. Now they say, that's all right. You can live with it.
Right.
But you try to do something. And that's again what they wanted, but you did that. So you can get some kind of redefine what help is. You set yourself some boundaries. You decide in advance how much, how often, and in what ways you're willing to help. Look, I can't give you no more than $10 damn.
That's it.
Look, bro, I can't. If you need me to help you, I will be available for 1 hour this weekend. That's all on me. I can't give up my whole weekend.
Right.
Look, if you need me to watch the kids, I'm only going available these particular days of the week because my husband said we can't have them over here every day.
Right.
Or look, man, my wife said I can only sit here and help you move these particular day because we got to do other stuff.
Right.
Set those kind of boundaries. And when you set them kind of boundaries, what is it? Now you got a plan on how I'm going to give you help. You can't dictate to me how the hell I'm going to help you.
Right.
Once I give you my boundaries, fit that shit in them. You get what I'm saying, Larry?
Right.
You can't dictate to me.
Yeah.
So now look, put you only available in the morning these days, this, that, and that. I might got to take some PTO so I can work with that. Not, I told you I can't do that. Well, I can't help you.
Right.
But set those boundaries and stuff like that to be able to do that.
Or you can just say, I'm not doing it.
Well, yeah, but I'm
not going to help you.
Just say if you are going to help them. But just be realistic, because what happens a lot of times when we do that, we get overextended. And then it has a negative impact on us. We miss work, we miss family time and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
What's up? Look, bro, these are times I can do it. Look at your schedule, and we can move accordingly.
And you suggest when you give them the time, let's say you give them a time between 2 and 6, I can help you. I got something to do after 6. I gotta leave. I gotta get back home, get dressed and all that other stuff. And you still going, they still acting like 6 o'clock is coming. It's 6 o'clock, and they still trying to get you to go. I suggest you tell me what you think is if you're moving, whatever you're doing, you get in your car and you leave.
Well, how you handle it.
Right.
But the key thing is, if you're gonna sit here and do something different, whatever, you just having a discussion.
Right.
But the reason why you bring these up is because I know it can be challenging to tell somebody to know you care about, you close to.
Mm-hmm.
So again, these are kind of ways to kind of help you. Okay, I'm helping, but I'm helping under my terms.
Right.
Right. So they're redefining help, setting boundaries. Another thing is practice conditional yeses. Example is I can't give you money, but I can help you with your resume. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit here and say we're gonna be there, but I can make sure I make a phone call my brother, see if he can pick y'all up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Some kind of way,
right?
Help you get to because we got the problem. I can help you try to get to the solution.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So not just no,
mm-hmm.
and you don't feel as bad because okay, look, Pooch can't do it, but hey, let me go call Tony. Tony, Uncle Tony, he gonna pick you up.
Take care of
it. Look, I mean, this shit no habit.
Right.
But he gonna come pick you up and everything. So again, that conditional yes is a good way. And again, I'm just trying to help you guys get ways to navigate that because it's hard. Like you got people you love, you don't want to see without. Just some ways to kind of help with that. You have to notice patterns. If the same people only call you when they need something, it's time to adjust your response. Same people call you the same shit, man. You gotta adjust your response.
That's right there is the one that hit the hammer, the nail on the head, right there.
You gotta make sure, guys. Again, when we start talking about these discussions, the end game gotta be us protecting ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It gotta be us protecting ourselves, And guys, in closing, I just want to just say something to you. Helping doesn't make you weak, but helping at the expense of yourself makes you empty. Be generous, but be wise. The best help empowers and not enables.
Guys,
I appreciate everybody tuning in. We had a great show tonight, great discussion. We'll be back next week with the Dollar Hour. Hey, when are Halloween? Is that Wednesday, Thursday?
No, it's on Friday.
Friday. Okay, cool.
31st.
Okay, so we got Halloween Eve.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be here and everything. But man, I do want to tell everybody we getting ready to roll out the new Christmas line for everything.
Okay,
all the Black Friday deals.
Okay.
We starting early with everything.
You start like the retailers.
But also, man, y'all go check out my book, man. It's
we got to put the book up today.
Well, we weren't doing the Dollar Hour.
It should stay up all the time, though. It should be up there every time you in the building.
We get it. If you haven't seen my book, Short Dollars and Cents, you can Google it, and it's on Amazon for sale and stuff. We're going to be loading it up on a TikTok shop.
Okay.
Next week.
Okay.
Along with the other merchandise and stuff like that. But guys, make sure you check out this book. This is 13 chapters, personal finance book, covering pretty much most of your basic questions that you would have from personal finance standpoint. I got different budgets from if you're single, if you're divorced, if you're coming out of college, if you're unemployed, how to adjust different things like that. Explaining investments, explain the different legal terms to deal with your finances. Short Dollars and Cents. This is it. This is your damn new Bible.
That's it.
Yeah. Don't worry about King James. Worry about King Pooch.
Right.
But look, man, again, thanks everybody so much for all the love and support, man. We got 3 months out of the year. We had 25,000 subscribers for Changing Lives. We want to scratch that 30,000 mark. And we had 95,000 we just hit the other day for Mr. Short Dollar.
What?
We gonna bust that 100K for the end of the year. We gonna bust that 100K. We're gonna bust it. But man, from the bottom of my heart, man, I want to tell everybody thanks for the stuff, for the support and the love you guys give. And I hope we've been over delivering with what we've been doing with everything. So y'all take care of yourself. And if you got anything, you came in on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, go to Changing Lives, hosted by Deonte Burden on YouTube. You can check out this video in its full entirety. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and take advantage of all the great information we got there. And also go to my finance channel, Mr. Short Dollar, where we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and check out all the great information that we just released. I think we got 2 different grant programs. Mr. Short Dollar, we did it's like a $500 grant for females. There's a $5,000 grant for entrepreneurs. Both of those just came out. We just released those in the past 48 hours.
Okay.
And then you talk about over 150 different grant opportunities on Mr. Short Dollar. So it's a lot of good information there on both channels. So again, thanks for all the love and support. Appreciate it, guys. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.